Valentine's Day is coming up, and of course, what would it be without reviewing rose scented candles? My name's S, the owner of 8 Pillar Candles, and welcome to my candle review. Today, we are reviewing Dark Rose by Coffee and Candles. Now, this is my first review on a wooden wick candle. As a candle maker, I find wooden wicks to be very annoying. I think aesthetically they are very pleasing. Like, look how beautiful this looks with the wooden wick. The flame, it's something that you don't normally see in a candle all the time. It's a smaller wooden wick actually for a rather large candle. But the scent though is definitely coming off. So we're smelling dark rose with some labdanum. The top notes are pink peppercorn. Then I guess our middle note is black rose. And our base notes are patchouli and labdanum. I chose this as more of a romantic candle, obviously for the wooden wick. I feel like it gives off the crackly fireplace, romantic, nice dinner vibe. It really sets the mood for a good evening. And of course, glass jars are always my fave. You could see the wax melting in the candle, and I love how they have their label. It's not so minimalistic, but it's done in a way that it tells you exactly all you need to know about the candle. So with this brand, I wasn't a fan of their packaging. I felt like it was just too much to take off for a candle. I never had a candle that was cylinder like this, so oh my god. Take two. Oh my god. It won't stop. Never had a candle that was in a cylinder box like this. It is unique, but to peel and to unbox and then to unbox another lid was a bit too much work for me. But the scent of this candle is pretty strong, and I'm surprised because you really don't smell the rose right away. But the patchouli is very light. You smell the peppercorn, definitely. And I think it gives off a nice, quiet scent. You'll lightly smell it when you walk into a room. But I think this candle's purpose is to just be beautiful, because it is beautiful. I would even take off the label. Just kind of put the label like on the bottom of this or something, just so I could just have glass and look at it, because it's stunning and it smells great. Not one of my favorite scents, but it smells pretty good. So this brand, it was hard to go on their website to read their story because their website, I guess, was shut down because they had to restock, which is always a great thing with the brand. You know that even though I'm not so fond of the scent, even though it does smell good, it's not a scent that I would normally go after. It might be the labdanum in it, because I don't know, I'm not a fan of that scent, but it looks beautiful, it burns beautifully, and it was at a reasonable price. So because I didn't have access to their website, I wasn't able to really read their story, but they seem to be doing very well if they're selling out. So I think this is a beautiful candle that I would probably burn in the living room if I'm trying to do movie night, a cozy romantic night, if I don't want something so heavy and I just kind of want to look at a flame. Sometimes you just want to look at fire. Another thing about wooden wicks is sometimes the crackling can be very annoying. I remember when I was testing out my wooden wick candles, I had probably this is overkill, but I had 5 of them burning at the same time. And all you heard was this one is very subtle. And I think it has to do with it being such a small wooden wick. And I think it was built, this candle was made beautifully, but maybe change the packaging. So one thing I noticed about this candle, and people make mistakes, I make mistakes in my pouring sometimes, but I think too much wax was poured into this jar specifically. I don't think that all their jars are like this, but it is a mistake that sometimes us candle makers make. And I questioned, like, uh-oh, is there too much wax around the wick? Is it gonna cause tunneling? Is it even gonna be able to light on fire? Like, that's the issue with wicking in general. You wanna make sure you have enough space where you can touch the flame could touch the wick and just the wick itself. So it looks like it was still able to catch on, which is good. It does smell really good. As a candle maker, I'm just always thinking of the consumer. Like, if my client has to open up a box to get to another box, it's work. You don't want to do that. Sometimes you just want to open a lid and smell the candle. But overall, this is a really, really nice jar, nice flame. 8 out of 10.